and magnify what you're saying, magnify what Trump's saying, or come here, let's do it. Because there's a quickening, there's an acceleration. I get it's good that you only talk every once in a while so folks listen, but now you've been proven right. You warned us last year. Now here we are 9 months later, and it's all come true. It's all coming true. The nightmare's happening. You were right. So the Supreme Court justice that told you it was coming was right. So things are compressing. I think every 9 months, every year, whatever, give birth to some new ideas here. Tell us what other intel you've got. But regardless, I guess he is. He's trumpeting what he said 9 months ago. Drudge Facebook, Twitter, internet ghettos designed to demoralize individuals. Corporate-controlled social media killing open range of ideas on the internet, Drudge says. He went after Facebook. He went after them all. He said they make you think you've got a way to talk to folks, but you're being suppressed. You're being blocked. Totally proven right. And then it ties into this article out of the Washington Post. China, scary lesson to the world. Censoring the internet works. China is trumpeting its version of internet, quote, sovereignty. And it's now the model they're trying to push all over the world. And the answer is they tried to pass this 6-7 years ago in Australia. People said no. You got to say no to the censorship and no to people that come out and say conservatives are wrong. They're not being censored. But last week he came out and said, well, there is some radical stuff that needs to be censored. So it's like, yeah, we need to censor. Zuckerberg's an incredible guy. And as long as my stuff gets out there, I'd love, I mean, this is sick. And I'm not just going after Beck here, but he is the example of someone who claims he's with us, but is openly against us. He is worse than Boehner, worse than Paul Ryan, because we've always known those guys are establishment people. But Beck is just a Trojan horse, and his colleagues don't like him in radio, in his own network. I mean, he is an arrogant, horrible person. And I've called him a devil and all that because he wants to call people a devil if they vote for Trump and you're going to go to hell. Give me a break, okay? You're the one out there accusing everybody, saying they're evil, claiming you speak for God, and you are a backstabbing person. And Breitbart, everybody else has picked up my rant. Drudge has picked up my breakdown from Sunday, where I tried to be calm, but they did pick up the more spicy terms where I said he's like a snake on his little pot belly, groveling before Zuckerberg. But it's true. It is so disgusting, and he represents that whole culture of George Will going, we are the sovereigns in the Republican Party, the superdelegates, word is he was going to be one, and we will decide who is suitable, not the plurality of a mere majority of voters. And the headlines, Glenn Beck is finally sold out to Facebook and Obama. I want to tweak that. The headline I want is Glenn Beck has openly sold out to Facebook and Obama. He's always been a creepy, pro-abortion, nasty little creature. Ugh. I'm going to stop talking about him. It's just, he's there telling you that Facebook isn't doing this, and it's admitted. In fact, can we put up the article that was on Infowars.com over the weekend with Southern, the lovely and intelligent reporter that is coming on from the Rebel.media. She goes out and just shows how crazy the feminists are and how anti-woman they are and just how nuts they are now. And she's got all the screenshots. Facebook bans conservatives for complaining about censorship. Social media giant back to its old ways despite much heralded meeting with conservatives. Yeah, the truth is it only stopped doing it. It looked like 4 or 5 days, and all of a sudden all of our stuff surged, and then it just went right back to it, and everybody else has got censored even more. They clamped down even more once they figured out, we'll take care of this Senate hearing, we'll handle it, get rid of the people in management positions that are blowing the whistle and go right back to it, even worse than ever. Just shut these people up. Well, sorry, we're on almost 200 radio stations, dozens of TV stations and cable systems, global shortwave, millions of people getting the free podcast, tens of millions every few days watching our videos on different platforms conservatively. Facebook is one of our biggest referrals. It is as big as Drudge. The two biggest referrers are basically month to month or neck and neck, Drudge and Facebook. Drudge and Facebook. But Drudge is more intelligent, informed people, and the Pentagon, the White House, the politicos all look at it. Facebook, it's a bunch of, I'm not knocking them, but it's a bunch of, hairdressers and, school teachers and folks that are smart, I'm sure, but are more into gossip. I mean, we get trash traffic from Facebook. But it's okay because we want to wake people up. When I say trash traffic, I mean, We have algorithms on all of it. So everything's just built to surveil. We can't help it. It's the way it works. We can go right in and just go, these are a bunch of poor, dumb people that all have degrees and are pseudo-intellectuals and bag groceries at the local grocery store. I mean, it's like the Mark Dice thing we played at the start of the show. Almost every person he talked to in L.A., they're on the coast, it was 9 out of 10, as usual. That's the number. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, sometimes 10 out of 10. It's about 9 out of 10. Said, yeah, we want Bernie Madoff to be his VP. Bernie Sanders. And he would talk about it and everything. And because they, oh, yeah, absolutely, I did my research. Yeah, it's a very smart economic background. Oh, of course, what we need. They just want to act like they're smart. They don't know what planet they're on, okay? And so, I'm sorry, they were able to teach Helen Keller how to write and how to talk and everything. She was a wonderful lady, but it's like Helen Keller. That's what we call trash traffic. These people do not know what planet they're on, and they stop me and go, you're the guy? I've had dozens of them go, I saw you saying Michelle's a tranny. She kind of does look like one. And I go, look, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but she looks like a man, and they're trying to censor people that say it, and Joan Rivers said it was dead, and so I'm going to say it, okay? And it's taken out of context and fed to you so that you freak out over it, but that's the way I reach out to you. And they just go, and it's I'm afraid of them. They have dull eyes, black, white, Hispanic, you name it. They are, and that's why MSNBC is all about how smart they are. These people are the biggest chump morons the galaxy has ever seen. The known universe. I mean, but they have this, I'm smart. What's that word mean? How many degrees you got? Oh, I'm sorry, I quit college because I was already so hugely successful and, making almost as much money a year as the president does a year when I was 24. That means you're a failure. Oh, yeah, I'm a failure. I wanted to be an engineer, I'd go to school. I wanted to be a lawyer, I'd go to enter the guild and kiss the rings. I didn't do that. And by the way, you guys all say it's bad to make money, but you want money, other people's money. I took the money I made and put it all back in to build something Americana and original, to take tyrants on head on. And you know what? The American dream still lives as this rhinoceros out-of-control operation rolls over the enemy. Look at these headlines from DrudgeReport.com. Sanders warns of messy summer. Yeah, because he's really winning and they want to steal it from him. Not a monarchy. It's true. Women wary. I'm not with her. London Guardian. Yeah, I mean, Hillary is a mob boss, war criminal, crazy woman that brags about killing people that she didn't personally kill. And then, I mean, even if you kill people, you don't brag about it, lady. And I know your folks have killed a lot of people, but you haven't personally done it, you witch. Probably can't even mow the yard. You're so weak. Excuse me. And then she says she's, under attack and sniper fire. I mean, she's a Brian Williams on steroids. But rape ad features Juanita Broderick, who we've had on before. Bill tells panic Dems, just relax. Like the women you rape? Salon, Trump is going to win. And they say it's because of the tidal wave of fascist vitriol. You people promote pedophilia. And you say our kids don't belong to us, freaks. I mean, you just kept poking and punching and, globalists blowing up federal buildings and blaming it on us. We know about what you did. And I was just handed another article during the break, an incredible one. I'm just totally overwhelmed now. Where they're coming out in mainstream news saying, reading to your kids. Will you guys print me that again? Reading to your, Buckley gave it to me. I got like 500 articles here, I'm not exaggerating. Reading to your children. This is what colleges are now teaching. And even teaching them how to speak is racist and elitist. And that you should not tutor your kids or have private schools and actually make them dumb. That's like, them trying to teach in schools Ebonics. Well, jive talk from city to city is different. Just like hillbilly talk from Kentucky is different than East Texas. There are people in East Texas, white people, that talk like this. You don't go then tearing that into a language, set up a chair at a university and spend $10 million a year teaching people how to understand the beautiful dialect. And it's the same thing with jive. Absolute garbage that they want us to adopt so no one can communicate with each other. This is the end of language, and now they've come out in major news. I had 3 articles. I'll find it here in a minute. I was reading during the break. That's why my head is just spinning. I mean, this is official. They're going to say now it's evil if you can talk. And I always said, if you can tie your shoelaces, or 2 + 2 = 4, or you have language like Idiocracy, the genius Mike Judge. This guy is so smart behind the scenes. People say, man, it's weird. Mike Judge doesn't talk to anybody because he thinks he's not arrogant. He's just, people can't really talk to somebody with 180 IQ. He helped design the F-18. I mean, he was like the main project manager on the F-18 before he dominated the world and made $3 billion in animation. Excuse me. Good friend of mine. I'm not name dropping. He's just amazing. Amazing. He talks to me. I'm proud that he talks to me. And in Idiocracy, they bring him into the court, and the guy is able to talk. He was just a 75, 80, 90 IQ maybe guy back, in the year 2000 and whatever. But in the future, everybody's so dumb. He talks like a fag. And his own lawyer's laughing at him. And he's like, well, wait, don't I get to put on evidence? And they're just like, shut up, fag. Everything he put out was a hit. They didn't even show that in one theater, but L.A. and Austin to legally cover it and delisted it in the movie phone system so people couldn't even find it back at the time you called in to find where a movie was playing nationwide. He told me even more privately about it, but on record he told about the censorship. They saw that film and got so scared of it because that's their actual plan. People sometimes will walk up to you if you're reading a book and go, what you read and think you're real smart? I have seen it happen, and it's happened to me. I was in Cancun once when I was 16 reading Order of the Death's Head. And I had these big muscle guys come over and go, what are you reading a Nazi book for? And when it's not a Nazi book, it's an award-winning book about the SS. It's very interesting to understand government. They go, wow, who are you? Why do you know all this stuff? And I'm sitting there, and I was in really good shape, everything. Well, what are you, a college student? I'm like, no, I'm 16. They're like, well, we're Italians. They're Italian-American guys. They're like, we're Italians. We don't like Nazis. And I went, really? Mussolini was a Nazi and actually started the whole fascist movement. The Nazi salute comes from Rome. Whoa, how do you know all this stuff? You're weird. They're like, well, actually, we're kind of like, mobbed up gangsters. Here's our girlfriends. They have these hot girlfriends. Come party with us and hang out. But wow, you read a book. And it was like, they're like buying me margaritas and stuff. We had some more fun after that. But the point is that they were just blown away that I was reading a book. I always talk about Order of the Death's Head because that's one of the books I read that just had so much about secret societies and how stuff really worked. And British intelligence had already infiltrated Hitler when he was just a member of the Nazi party, but was already planning to maybe put him in power. They had a bunch of other people that were pushing. Can you guys Google Order of the Death's Head and put that cover up? It's got like Hitler and the SA marching in Munich on the cover of it. But, I mean, it's wild where, I'm not even bragging saying I'm that smart, but it is bizarre that they now want to basically imply it's illegal to be able to talk. Or if your child knows how to read, that's bad now. See, they're going to reduce everything to make us equal. They're going to make us all dumb as possible. And they're now going to the next phase, admitting it. There it is. The Order of the Death's Head. The story of Hitler's SS. That is a very important 800-page book. Read it twice. $62. Wow. All right, I'm going to shut that down. But I will get those articles where they're now calling for that and cover it coming up. Let me just give you what else is going on here. I am so excited about Trump coming out and going after the Clintons with Vince Foster's death, because they killed him. We got him. And the fact that Nichols has all the files that have been ignored until now, and Inquirer is coming out next week with it. This has got them scared because no one has ever taken them on like this. And this is just such an epic time to be alive. I can also feel the danger level of it. And so that's another reason I'm so excited. Plus the other information I've been told.